Waiting till it notifies the people. Or telling your followers that you started a live video. You smoking? Should I be like chewing on the edible and not cotton? Do they make cotton candy in edible form? Like that?
Yeah.
How could you pull that off though? Like it had to be like a sugary substance though, right?
They make edible sugar.
They do make edible sugar.
They make THC infused sugar, and all cotton candy is
yes, yeah, I know, spun sugar. I got it. My sister got a cotton candy maker.
Okay, well, all you gotta do is buy some sugar.
Don't get me excited about that. I'm finna listen. You're not about to figure that out, right?
Listen. Cotton candy, THC infused cotton candy is absolutely doable.
So, I got time. I'm probably gonna research it because I'm sure somebody do it.
If your sister got a cotton candy machine, all you need is the sugar.
I'm about to tell her ass to do it because I already know she'll come up with it. We just gotta find. You gotta be on the lookout. You gotta find the sugar for me.
Who got the sugar, bro?
Then plug me after we done. Make sure you plug me. All right, good people.
Oh, y'all, what's up? What's up? Y'all, listen, we one hoe down, okay?
We one hoe down, okay? One goddamn hoe down.
Today.
All right. Either one of us could kick it off. It really don't even matter. We still the 3 Art Heauxs, just one hoe down. That's all that is. One hoe down. We one hoe down. We ain't got no wig on this week.
Listen, we just broke down hoes today.
Broke down. We listen. I'm COVID-19 hoe today. Look,
I'm not doing this with you.
Okay, no, I just said fuck the wig. Look, my hairline grew back and everything, so I was like, fuck it, why not? And also, I see to accommodate my real hair shine and everything, I got my real hair shirt on, real hair type of day shirt on. This is my Tuesday Wilson collection. Shout out to her for my cute little shirt. If y'all can read what it say.
They can definitely read it.
It say real hair type of.
It's so beautiful.
Can y'all see it? It's a real hair type of day. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can they read it? Can they read it? But this is your girl, Krys Jones, Motor City Peach, everybody's favorite hood girl next door, the Candy Christian. The flaky flamboyant frenzy, but guess what? I'm not flaky right now. The flakiness is over. And actually, I gotta talk about that one day too. We gotta go on that about psoriasis, and I'm gonna do some psoriasis awareness. Psoriasis they already passed, but anyway, yeah, it's me. It is me, and you, madame.
It is I. Say, madame. Young Nikki Blue, aka Les Madame. I might be the madam of a whole house or my house. We don't know which one it is. Don't know.
Can I quit now? No? Can I quit now?
No, there's no other jobs.
Oh, okay.
There's no other. No. You can't return me. My receipt is void. The store closed down. Shut it down.
Fucking fine. But yeah, so
it's over. Yeah, y'all, but it's me, you know what I'm saying? Young darling Nikki. Sometimes I'm nice, sometimes I'm not, whatever. But we do have some interesting things today. Like, people were asking us questions, so we got some questions to answer. But before we do that, we're gonna do, as always, song of the week, and actually we're gonna do our favorite color this week too. What our color
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that. Our color of the week. So, song of the week for me is this song called Sink, S-I-N-K, by Maya B. and St. John. So, I ran across this little mug on Tidal in one of my suggested playlists based on my listening history. And I fuck with girl. She's kind of sing rapping.
What is it? What does it sound similar to?
She kind of sing rapping in the vein of a Black or a Drake at different points, but she rapping about some hard shit.
All right, I might have to think.
She real I don't give a fuckish, and I like it. I think her first line is like, not giving a fuck. Something like that. Tell a nigga I don't give a fuck. Something about somebody and some fucks not gonna give.
She came right out like, okay, so for one, I don't give a fuck, and two, there's some fucks not giving, and three, fuck you. If y'all don't understand, this is just.
They stopped making the fucks, and I was like,
she was like, I got to the front of the line, and they said, sorry, we all out of fuss. I said, God dang it, I was trying to get one, and they didn't have it.
And you know, immediately my ears tune up at a not giving a fucker because I got to see if it's real. You know what I'm saying? People love saying that. People love saying they don't give a fuck until they meet a person that don't give a fuck.
And then they be like, oh, you legit don't give a fuck.
Oh, bitch, you really don't give a fuck. And I'm like, but didn't I tell you that? See, you said that you was lying. What you meant was, I really care a lot. I just don't want you to know about it.
When I said I don't give a fuck, there it is. You see that? That's that last fuck I had going out the window. No. Oh, catch it. Oh gosh.
When I did that, I never even had one in the first place. Now that I gave it away, I didn't have one to begin with. I meant that. I really did not care.
See, so let's have a truth moment here. I be having fucks. I start off, I'm a fairly caring person. If you know me, you know I'm a genuinely like. I was explaining this to somebody. If I love you, if you are my friend, if I care about you, I'm just a very caring person, naturally. But if you just keep on like picking off of that and just taking that for granted, that shit, no, it's gone. It's gone. And then it just switched so much. Like, I mean, some people like, well, I can't believe you being like that and everything or whatever. So how long did you think you could just keep on taking advantage of bullshit before that last little fuck just went on up out the window? It's gone. And that bitch be gone too. Out of here.
Oh yeah, I think people take, well, like they said, they take kindness for weakness, but like for me, like I'm still definitely a caring person, and I give fucks about the things I give fucks about, but the things I don't give fucks about, I absolutely don't give fucks about, and that's how it works for me, because I'm not sitting here like there are no subjects or aspects of life that I give a fuck about, because that's just simply not true.
Yeah.
I have my things that I give a fuck about. Traditionally, they're way less than most other people, and also the same things that a lot of people give a fuck about don't matter.
No, that's true.
And so they look at me like, well, why you don't care about that? Because I just don't. That shit's stupid. That's not somewhere my energy even needs to go.
Yeah.
To be concerned with some shit like that. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I was just talking to one of my friends about expectations and things that we went through and how we thought about ourselves as women. And I was like, you know, I was really interested to find out, like, going to school in the Bible Belt, like, what that was like, how it was like, oh, you a slut for talking to him, or you a whore, did you have sex with him? And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to this fun-ass college experience that I thought I was going to have?
This is not what I signed up for.
All these great adventures and sexual experiences and parties and life and shit like that. Goddamn, like, y'all waggy fingery as fuck, like, and y'all boring. Like, every nigga
waggy fingery, this.
Every nigga you with, you not fucking, but you not fucking all of them. What the fuck?
Okay, wait.
Where's the fun in that?
No, flag on the play, because you're not gonna skate past that. Every. All right. Every nigga you not fucking, but every nigga
you not fucking. But you not
fucking all of them. Okay, so you there's some fucking going on somewhere in between in the middle part. Someone's getting their dick wet somewhere around here.
I have to lie about the fact that I'm like, yep, knock that off, bitch. Yes, and you yes.
Say she around this bitch nine pin no tap like, hey, excuse me, boop. Let me get boop.
And I'm saying like, but the point is, why does anyone care? Like, why do you care what my pussy is doing? That's confusing to me. You have other things to focus on. You know what I don't give a fuck about? Your pussy.
You know what? Because people, but you know, I think we had to get a point. Because people be judgy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I used to feel some sort of way when people were like, let's call it, I mean, it is what it is. When people be judgy about my pussy. Like, they have something to say or speak on it. Especially my favorite phrase. Oh my God, you got so many kids. The fuck?
I'm asking you to take care of.
I don't. If I'm throwing it, you.
Listen,
What if I'm getting?
Family, I was raised by people who firmly believed in the phrase "mind your own business," and for me, I took "mind your own business" to the hilt, and I mind my own business in all aspects, unless you try to insert me here. I learned my lesson with inserting myself into people's lives, and as far as people's personal lives and choices, as long as they're not harming nobody else or trying to harm me, I don't give a fuck. Like, your happiness. It's like, hashtag, I'm respecting your journey. That's your business. I don't give a fuck. But if you have, as my friend, the only time I'm gonna care about what your pussy doing is if, like, you know a nigga fucked up and you in danger. I'll be like, bitch, what the fuck did you do?
Like, bitch, I'm not trying to sit up there and that.
Like, in that case, when I'm trying to, like, help you as a friend in an extreme situation, yeah, then I give a fuck. But just, oh, you fucked 10 niggas last week, bitch, that's your pussy. I don't care.
Say that's your mileage, okay? Your whole facts is gonna go up. It's all right. I ain't got it. Don't affect mine.
You a bitch who wanted to do what she wanted to do.
That's pretty much.
You a woman who decided to do what she wanted to do. You a girl with whatever you want to be called. You know what I'm saying? You decided to do what you want to do. Just like these niggas be out here doing what they want to do. I'm not about to answer to no motherfucking body. That's the number one. You can take that shit to the motherfucking bank and catch a check. Fuck you. You're not gonna police my body. You're not gonna police my pussy. You're not gonna police my judgments and choices. Cause you niggas are so fucking confusing with that whole, oh my God, y'all be playing with the pussy and shit.
And the whole thing is,
you supposed to fuck this nigga, but not every nigga says every single nigga.
Like, basically. But here's the thing. The same as that nigga that been said that, and honestly, some of the bitches, if you offered it to, well, would you like some? They'd be like, what?
Chance, would you like a piece of this pussy? They'd be like,
I'm gonna eat it all. Yeah, like, okay, fuck out of here. Like
strong notes of pineapple.
And that, cause that used to be the only reason they gotta eat. That used to be
I'm sensing some honey notes.
Did you?
Green tea wafts. Is that rosemary, perhaps? Like, bitch, will be so far down the hole in that pussy. Like,
is that the essence of a Yoni pearl? Is that for sure juices and berries? Because it's tasting like.
Listen, I'm getting a hint of B12. She takes her vitamins.
You know what? I knew you were a black seed oil type of girl. I knew you were a black seed oil type of girl. Yep. I seen it. Yep. Yeah, but of course, because 9 times out of 10 it's people that got something that want to be all judgy with your pussy and everything or whatever. 9 times out of 10 it's because they're jealous of maybe some peen you didn't have before. If it's a female, they might be wanting the peen you didn't have before. Like, sis,
you have it here.
Keep a hoe, toss a hoe, adios.
I didn't keep, like you act like I'm still with this nigga. Like, it ain't, no.
Oh, here go a good question. So, speaking of, can you think of any particular peen or peen or vagine that you would feel some type of way of somebody that you know did have? Like, let's just say you joked about it, like, go ahead and take that. And then they're like, well, yeah, I went on ahead and said for such and such. Would you be sitting there like?
Nah. So everybody know what my boundaries are because I ain't got that many, you know what I'm saying?
She like, fuck it. This.
Everybody who know me, so any of my friends who wanted to sample some dick that I had, you know what I'm saying? They will already know, like, oh yeah, we can have all of these because she told us in the group chat.
You're going to be sitting there and be like, hey, tag in. Come on. So, hi. My name is Krys Jones. I'll be your pussy for today. How are you? Good.
Hi.
Let's get started.
Listen, I'm about to get somebody over there to you because the shortage of good dick is real and you can't be selfish like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a nigga that you know you really don't like that, you ain't trying to keep him, fuck him.
Yeah, you can have him. Yeah, if I don't too much care for him and everything, whatever, then
can't have none.
That's
like,
okay. That's true. That's true.
Niggas be so confused. I'm like, oh, I fuck friends. We know.
Bitch, hey, I tagged the bitch in like, here you go.
Like, I've been fucking these 3 friends for 6 months. you think we didn't coordinate that?
The friends sitting there like, we got a schedule. No, we know what you. I think.
Goofy. So like I wouldn't. We know it's 2 people. Leave them alone.
Oh yeah, it's for no, it's for. Let me. You know what? Let me see.
If you're my close friend though, if you're my close friend, leave them alone.
Yeah, if you my close friend,
y'all gotta leave them alone. But some other bitch who like an associate or something like that, that's none of my business.
If you my close friend, leave them alone. Don't. Yeah, you know it's two on my list right now. It's like, can I?
Listen, y'all can't be together because I'm not about to sit up in y'all house and be happy.
Woo, child! Imagine you coming out the hey girl, hey. No, no bitch, no bitch.
It's a lie. I'm gonna be like,
I say no bitch. I say we're not doing that.
I don't want to see this nigga all the time. He is ruining my youth time.
He is ruining my youth. Yeah, I would probably feel this. I would probably even honestly, nah, because it's something I wouldn't even care about. And I mean, it's not like I haven't had that issue happen before. Like, I mean, I've had an issue to where something didn't work out, and then I mean, it worked out with somebody else that was in my close circle, and I'm like,
shit, we all grown. Like that whole ownership feeling that you have over somebody just because you was with them or talked to them something, bitch, you don't own no motherfucking body.
I don't.
Everybody's journey to do whatever the fuck they want to do. So just chill out on all that and save yourself the stress. You don't want this person anyway, hence you not being with them. So why the fuck you care?
Or they don't want your ass, so hence them not being with you either way. Go ahead.
But see, the only reason, like, it's different for your very closest friends, like, you are my closest friend,
yeah.
You and me, y'all are my closest friends, is because I spend so much time with y'all, talk to y'all so much, like, y'all know everything, so that if you started dating this person that you know everything about as far as me and all our drama and all, like, that shit is really weird and kind of like, but again, we know things in life happen. If that is how it turned out, I wouldn't lose my friend over it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not. If I had to really make a choice, even let's say if it was even one of my 2 people, if I really had to make a choice, like if y'all was super serious and everything, honestly, for sure I would want that person to be happy, and if that meant that happiness was with y'all, like it's like what can you do? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not willing to lose my friend over that. Oh, got another hoe. There she is.
At least you're pretty. Hi.
Yes,
There go our third hoe. She's here. Our third hoe is here.
Real service. So we were definitely delving into some conversations about people and their lives about giving a fuck, not giving a fuck, which led us down a rabbit hole of all types of shit.
Of all types. So I threw a question out there. Well, go ahead and you got to go back. Okay, introduce yourself, number 1.
Oh God.
Yes. Yes.
Hi everybody, I'm the late Art Heauxs.
Like you know that
always late.
Instead of 7 dwarves, we got 3 Art Heauxs. Okay. Lady, sleepy, sexy.
Sleepy, greedy, and late is all her.
She three of them. Yeah, she 3 of them all in one. This is
Listen here. In the history of my existence, I have been early for things. It just so happens that my alarm is not my best friend.
It's never been. Nope.
Never has been.
Never.
Me and time, at some point, I think a past life or 2, time was like, bitch, and all you yeah.
I think in the past, like you were too punctual, and so it was like, let's mess with her and see how she is tonight.
I'm down to myself.
You were that person 15 minutes there early. Pardon me, I'm waiting for the.
I've been waiting.
I'm waiting for the 5 o'clock meeting. It's 4:30. I understand. I've been here since 4:15.
Anyone else coming?
Well, I guess everyone's running late at 4:55. I guess everyone's running late.
No, ma'am. It starts at 7:30.
Oh, I guess I'll wait a moment before I get things started. Can we?
Well, you think they would have someone here to greet you at least?
like, no. Set the chairs up.
That was me. Past life, that was me.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I'm making up for lost time. My name is Odie Blue, aka as y'all are reading Young Men's. Don't ask. I'm not gonna tell. Yeah, that's about it. You see my plant babies in the back of my art babies. This beautiful lady
That's
there.
fancy piece of art you got back there.
Oh, who made it? Raise your hand. Who made it? Oh.
That is. If you don't know what that is, that's actually her Create Your Own Sunshine logo, and you can't really make it, but that's what it says in the back. See it? Aww. So yes. That is.
They're gonna tune in at that point and be like, "She flashing."
They'll be like, "Oh." But then you throw ass in the circle last? Was it last week you threw ass in the circle? Or the week before that?
I didn't throw my ass in the circle. Not talk about that.
She said, "Toot that thing up." What is your song? Your song pick?
I feel like that should replace my nip slip. Okay, that was like.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Nothing will ever replace the nip slip, ma'am. Listen, nothing. You had a whole. Wait a minute. Let's put a pin in that.
Janet Jackson.
Let's put a pin in that because we about to tell that story. B.
No. Wow.
Oh, we telling it. It's there. Your song pick.
I had a split this week. It was really difficult.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Oh, she said, "Oh, look at her hair. It looks so nice. Look at her. Oh, look. The lighting is so. They did it.
Just like herself.
Wow. Look at that."
Why are you there?
Did they leave something on her face? What is that? Did they?
What's wrong with her?
So your two songs.
Oh my God.
What are the 2 songs?
My 2 songs for the week are John Redcorn by Sir and NTE by Buscabulla.
NTE?
Yeah, the letters NTE. It's like a Caribbean salsa thing. Yeah, because as soon as you hear it, it comes in on some shit like this, and then you just start dancing. I made notes. They're a Puerto Rican couple, but they're Brooklyn based, and they make really nice music. And I was really surprised because it was like on this playlist on Apple Music.
Oh.
Once you get further into the song, it opens up like social media, and it's really repetitive. But honestly, the composition opens up. That and John Redcorn, because Sir is low key, high key bae, and I'm not gonna fight his wife because his wife seems amazing. She seems like
scrapping her ass still.
And I also believe she could drag me. I don't know, something in my
you got friends. Don't worry about it.
No. I'm not gonna fight his wife.
We got it. We got it. Pull up. See when the next show is.
I just want to touch the hem of his musical garment.
Let's see when the next show is.
I saw him with Miguel.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So the kind
of concert that everybody wants to fuck afterwards. Like, his energy is so crazy. But yeah, like, I heard that was the first time I ever heard Sir. But Sir really wrote me in with Hair Down. And then
I feel like I heard Hair Down.
This other song called That's Why I Love You.
Mm-hmm.
I Just Fuck You and Leave.
His whole discography is crazy.
Yeah, no, his shit is good. I support.
You guys remember the Rhythm and Flow or whatever show that was?
I never watched it.
I never watched it, but I remember. Yeah.
Okay, so
I know his brother from that one.
Yeah, the guy that won is his brother. I didn't even know that. I like D Smoke, and I've been listening to his discography and like getting in on it. And I was like, you look familiar. I wonder why that is. And then I Googled it and I was like, yeah, they're fucking brothers.
And their family been major in the music. I mean, like, deep in the music game for forever. So it's like, that also leave you with the feeling of like, these competitions that they put on TV, They don't be like regular niggas. They put people who already here, who's somebody's background singer, who blah blah blah. Cause like,
wait, if you go down and do the research,
they be deep in the game.
Because most of the time that's where it comes from, or you'll see a new artist that they made it, and then be like, oh yeah, they were on such and such season of such and such. Like,
I'm glad you said that. New artist that is blowing up now, Doja Cat. Guess who her father is?
Who?
A nigga that was in. You remember that movie with not Oprah, with oh my god, what is that woman's name? Whoopi Goldberg, Serafina.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad was one of the major characters in Serafina.
Well, you know how long ago it's been since I've seen Serafina? Like,
yeah, okay. We were like middle school. I was middle school.
He was one of the actors or one of the...
I think he was one of the actors. But he's been in music and the acting world for a minute. So she's not like some random person who made it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, she just seems like some rando ass girl who did some shit.
Yeah, but also, yeah, like they be groomed for a minute. So it's like even her, if you think about her and her family, like they've been deep in the music game. So she's been groomed in this. This is not like, you know what I'm saying? She coming from nowhere with no foundation, like a lot of us are. So, I mean, it is what it is though, because
it's a game at times.
That doesn't stand to reason that you can't do the same thing because, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Like, shit, kudos to them because I fucking love Doja Cat, okay? I don't give a fuck where daddy is, okay? First of all, she's fine.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was going to be the first of all. I knew, if nothing more, I knew that.
That's the first of all.
I knew that because you didn't think that was going to be her first of all?
No.
I did. If I could have paused her, I would have been like, her first of all is going to be she fine. Or she got a fat ass. I was teetering between the both of them, but I actually thought she was going with she got a fat ass.
My first of all was going to be she's fine and she got a fat ass. Oh. The whole thing.
So that was the first point with the sub point?
No, the sub point, they just together. It's an and, not an it's just an A. It's just a statement.
She fine.
She fine and she got a fat ass.
She got a fat ass, period. It's one statement. It's all one.
Oh,
yeah. Compound sentence.
I'm trying to pause.
For sure, compound sentence. Nope, you're here now.
It's a bunch of fine ass people with no talent. She can rap. I like the songs that she makes. You know what I'm saying? I like her actual content. Cause she's actually low key funny as fuck.
No, she's funny as shit. Yeah, and I like that about her. She's very different.
Funny as shit.
Yeah, she's
funny as shit, and she really like she has a varied style because if you go from Juicy with Tyga to
didn't even know it.
Then how she is on this new set. It's like, you know what I'm saying? She's versatile. So I fuck with her. I don't like that cow shit she did. Like, I'm a cow. I was like, okay. No. But some other songs, some other serious songs from her, yeah, I fuck with her. Heavy. I fuck with her that is.
So one of our topics this week, we decided to let our good people, our viewers, and I'm sure we probably do this a couple times too again, but we decided to let people ask us some questions. Ask the heaux some questions.
Jesus.
Get the horse out there. We know y'all still a bit timid and shy. That's okay. Once you get to know us, you can understand. You can ask us anything. So I'm gonna start with a couple of the less invasive questions first.
There's more invasive questions.
Did you have any? Did you have any extra ones? How many did you have?
Everybody is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 questions.
Okay, let me just knock out that. I only got 4, but I'll. Oh no! Well, go ahead. You probably I'll go next.
You go. Or you got invasive questions?
I got like 2. I got 2. 1 more invasive, and then I got 1 that's semi-invasive. How many more invasive questions do you have?
Mine are fluff questions.
Let's go with the fluffs. Come on, rattle them fluffs off.
I'll rip them fluff out real quick then.
Okay, so the first question: what are our like, I don't want to word this because they worded it funny as fuck. What are our art forms?
Okay, that's simple. What kind of art do we do?
Oh, okay, that's simple. Visual, graphic design, curating is an art form, so we can go with that. I twerk for fun.
It's not an art form.
Hoes on the floor. I like to swing on the pole. My knees is good now, so I'm definitely getting back on the pole. But yeah, that's all right, and I do spoken word too. Damn, that probably should have came from poles. But yeah, there we go.
So I'm a singer, a songwriter, a musician. I'm working on the instruments as we speak. I do a little acting. I write books. I'm a curator of stories. And a changer of lives. Changing these niggas' lives is an art form. You know what I'm saying?
It's art form. It takes talent. Fucking takes talent.
I mean, you gotta sculpt these niggas like clay. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and then go fly on, little birdie.
Remind me when this show is over to put in my resignation.
I'm just joking, y'all.
I'll be on your porch.
You said what?
I'll be on your porch.
Yeah, I'm just
exactly. You gonna be on my porch.
Unlike my wonderful counterparts here, I cannot draw, save my life. I love to color, okay, but drawing is a sad situation. So.
And so, what is yours? The odious of the bluest. I'm leaning. That's why I'm sorry. Oh.
I don't know why y'all crooked. I'm trying.
We both were kind of leaning. If that made it feel any worse.
I'm leaning.
We should lean and fuck her old artistic head ass up. Just.
I hate you. Please stop. I'm trying to fix my phone. Like, it's the phone. I know y'all niggas lean. If y'all like this.
So what you did to deserve asshole friends, but you sure got them.
You got them. And we're here.
That's like, people off. Excuse me, you don't have any orders.
They said, I know you fucking like. Wait till you come back around. Wait till your ass come back around. That's what What's your art form? What's your art form?
My art form. So, I'm a visual artist, so pretty much any medium I can get my hands on. I've done everything from drawing, painting, sculpting. I did mache a couple times. It was really gross and messy, but I'll fuck with it again, more than likely, because I'm a glutton for punishment. I do the whole music thing. I sing occasionally. I don't know why I said that with a question mark.
I was about to say, it shouldn't have been no question mark behind it, sis.
Like what?
Should have been no question mark. I'd have been there several times. Okay.
Statement. I sing. I do rap, but y'all have only really heard me rap maybe one. If that. I got a few in the chamber, but I don't let those out because
I got one. I got a diss record coming out.
You got a whole diss record out.
Stay tuned.
File paperwork.
Get new passport and airline tickets.
Yes. I also play the guitar, dance. I actually was formally trained in dance from the age of 4 up until the age of maybe like 14. And I think that's about it. I don't do any extracurricular activities. I don't be molding and sculpting these hoes. I don't be out here popping that pussy for a roll.
I feel like you do some spoken word too. You might have forgot. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. It's not spoken word or poetry, so let me not say that.
I used to be a poet.
She do spoken word and poetry too, y'all. But okay.
Excuse me. I need to go back, rewind the tape a little bit. I do believe she said she don't do no extracurricular activities. She don't be molding and sculpting these niggas.
She mold and sculpt these niggas.
She don't be popping that pussy for a real nigga.
Krystal, what are you doing?
That's me imitating the pop. You can't see it because I'm like kind of like it's like
your upper body. I knew your lower body was doing just that. Oh my god.
Okay, I just was trying to make sure. I didn't know if y'all could see it good or not. I wanted to make sure we got that in there. Okay.
And no, I don't do any of those things. How y'all both gonna look up? It be your own people.
All right. So what's the next question? What's the next question we got from?
Next question. Where are you from? We can all answer this, but it's a pretty good thing.
Goddamn S&B. East Side. We in there, bitch. Wishing nigga look like a tree in there, bitch.
Wow. That's where we're going. Okay, we're from the east side of Detroit, Michigan.
We all yes, the 3 Art Heauxs are all from the east side of Detroit, Michigan. The finest of the finest. For anybody that's not familiar with Detroit and everything, the east side is the more prestige, greater side. You may hear some rumors about this west side. We don't.
It's a thing. It's a whole.
I currently reside on the west side. It reeks.
From Detroit. It's a whole thing. The
it's
east
a whole
side.
thing.
It's the silliest thing, but it's really a thing, and like it's almost like dealing with 2 different cultures of people. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's literally 2 different cultures of people, but West Siders love East Siders. They just secretly hate to admit it, but they love us. They love us. So, next question.
Fun as fuck, period.
Okay, so there's a saying, there's 2 types of people in the world. What is our version of that?
Oh, you missed hers earlier.
I'm changing mine.
Remember that little conversation we had about who's bad, who's worse? You know, that little ranking system.
You still the worst.
This little baby right here. She just keep proving us right that she is just a mess.
In all fairness, every so often something comes to my mind first, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have thought that first." But it's rarely. This one is always on that one. This one's
her very first thought. When he said there are 2 types of people in this world, what does that mean to you? She said, there are 2 types of people in this world. The type that eat pussy and the type that don't.
not like you can't make the other one. I mean, you can. The one could end up being the other type and vice versa, but you know, we aim for the non-eaters to be eaters.
I don't see a problem with it.
There's no problem with it. It just furthers my point that she's a mess.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a mess.
That's one thought out of several.
Okay, so what's your answer for that?
Krys, what's your actual answer? Was that your actual answer?
Answer.
Oh, word! That was your actual answer.
What I actually said was there's 2 types of people in this world: those that know how to eat pussy and those that don't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the have-nots.
The have and the fucking have-nots.
Wow.
If you have this pussy and you have not.
That's because hey. A wise one once said, "You gotta lick it before you stick it."
No, ma'am.
Goodbye. Listen,
you gotta suck it before you fuck it.
Grow up. Be an adult. Okay, grow up.
I live in Neverland. Bitch. I've been an adult my whole life. Okay.
Listen. A nigga who can't eat pussy, or you know what I'm saying, you're childish.
They are trained. Listen, no, there's 2 type of people. Those are trainable, and those that are not.
Man, but that's the thing. Like, why a bitch always gotta train I don't want to train no nigga to do nothing. Listen, you're a grown up. Have your way. Learn it from somebody else before you get to me.
Somebody has to, though. Somebody
gotta say.
Who
gonna be the person? Who gonna be the?
Honestly, to chime in, I don't have a problem teaching you. Just don't tell me that what I'm teaching you about my body parts is incorrect.
That's true.
But I've always done it this way. Well, obviously, you're not really no one has come.
But even so, let's just say, hey, let's say you know how to do it. Let's say you know how to do it. You might not know how to eat mine. So I still got to give you a little tutorial. Like, hey, turn this angle. Turn it this, and lean your head down.
That's different.
Down, right to the left.
Little adjustments is different from teaching a nigga who can't eat pussy. You know the difference between a nigga who need adjustments and who need a whole motherfucking engine.
What are you doing? Is that you holding
Yeah,
his
you
head?
gotta so Tommy.
You know Krys gotta be extra. That nigga gonna be living like fuck.
God damn. Somebody somewhere, there's a gentleman that's like traumatized by that, and like he's like sitting there shaking it right now.
He got this nigga right now with a permanent
he's triggered. He's triggered.
Yes, he got a permanent crick in his neck, and he's never gonna be the same.
He's sitting somewhere like.
He be having phantom neck pains and shit like.
So what's y'all answer? There's two type of people. Nick, go.
I'll go because mine is very mild, and I know Britt about to come off the cuff. I feel like your spirit is Christian.
The look.
Trying to drag me into the bullshit. I ain't got nothing crazy to say.
As you tell.
My thing is, there's two types of people in the world: those who create art and those who simply admire it.
Ooh, preach. I said preach.
I say it like this though: there's a lot of people that get flack for being artists, but if you think about it, the artists are the historians. We keep track of everything that's ever happened in history, and we make innovations and advancements to society. Like, an artist made your fucking toaster, you raggedy bitch.
Little stinking ass.
Stinking what?
And that car.
And your house. An artist made your house, head ass.
And your couch.
And your couch. So look. So last but not least, your two type of people.
There's two type of people in this world: the doers and the done.
The doers and the done. Good.
Done like they washed and they not doing nothing no more.
I don't think it was that done.
I don't mean like washed, but like
not like washed,
like
you doing or you getting done. Either way, in any aspect that you think about it, either you giving or you receiving. So,
well,
any way you look at it, that's really what it is. And at any given point, whatever you go through, either you're doing or you got done.
Okay.
That's true. Good shit. You got... Okay, what's the next question?
I got two more. What keeps you inspired?
Art keeps me inspired. Art. I think that's kind of one of... I get inspired a lot by art. If I see a certain type of art and everything, or like right now, big flipping inspiration, like I was talking about. I'm listening to the Dissect podcast. One of my favorite top podcasts is Dissect. Shout out to them. And so, basically Dissect it's a musical analysis of different albums. This is season 6, and he is doing a Lemonade album. Now, I have not heard the whole Lemonade album in its entirety, and I also did not watch like the little mini thing that accompanied what I guess she showed on HBO. But let me tell you, Cole Kushner and TT, I can't think of TT's last name, but they are. I just listened to the first 2 episodes, well, and the bonus episode, phenomenal job. It's making me just dive down this whole little rabbit hole. So yeah, that art kind of inspired something that I was already working on, and it kind of pushed to get that into completion because of the way she was with it. I recommend everybody, especially if you done dealt with. I don't want to say fuck boys. I don't want to say a fucking. I don't.
Trash bags, hefty bags.
Hefty bags. That's our hefty bags. If you done dealt with a hefty bag, then amazing.
If you loved ones have encountered a hefty bag, you might be entitled.
You might be. Please call us at this number. But yeah, that's what I get inspired by. Want to use?
Where do you go?
I get inspired by art, but I mostly get inspired by the things happening around me, like the people around me. Not necessarily world events. I'm not really that type of artist. I do recognize world events, and I guess a time or two I have addressed them in my art, but mostly human interaction is what inspires me, because it's interesting as your thought processes evolve and the way you process information begins to change based on what you feel and understand about yourself at that point. Like, it changes how I create and how I think about art and how I think about what people's experiences are and how I want to, like, give them back to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, art used to be, like, a very personal, selfish thing where it was just about me and how I felt and what I thought. And it's still that way, but it's like I'm doing it for more than a reason of me hearing myself express, but also for people to hear themselves when they hear my art. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, she said that exactly the way I wanted it to be said. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly the feeling that I can express, and I'm going to use this because this says it perfectly for me. Because, you know, a lot of people walk around not saying the shit that they want to say, and sometimes a song is the only way they could really get it out.
Yeah.
So that's what just human interaction is.
Blues.
I can't follow those two. I'm inspired by the tiniest of shit. Like, I'll be standing outside and smoke a cigarette and see a bird fly past. My inspiration comes from random inner workings. And I do understand from the place of, like, create so that other people can resonate with this. But I feel like my artistry at this point is inspired solely on the need to be selfish. Because for a while I was trying to be like, okay, will somebody rock with this? Will somebody be able to see themselves in this piece or in this song or in this whatever? But I think I'm reverting back to really creating for myself. Okay. So inspiration is this hoe.
Hey. So real quick, because we're going to have to do a quick restart because, you know, Instagram and 8 hour and stuff. So we're going to answer the rest of the questions, y'all good people, in like 2 seconds. Just let us restart our Insta, and we'll be right back. Starting.
That took us too long.
Yeah. It was a long pause. Alright. Waiting on people to jump back in before we start talking again. Do you see this mug that she got? I mean, the whole picture that she drinking out of? Look at this food.
Oh, the jug, the gallon?
No, I was like, I said so.
It's actually a picture.
It's a picture. Yeah. I come with this. I happen to look over. She got the whole picture drinking out of it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So, had a brief break. We are back. We were basically in the midst of answering questions that people sent in for us to answer. So,
I got one more on my list.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you could wake up anywhere in the world, where would it be? I want to answer this first. On some dick. I'm kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
I probably wasn't, but go ahead. No, I'm kidding. I got another answer. Go ahead.
Honestly, if all things were optimal and everybody was healthy again and outside opened back up, I would want to wake up in Ghana.
Ooh.
Surrounded by beautiful black people. Just being black people. Just existing.
That sounds amazing. That's a dope place. Nikki, where you waking up?
I'm definitely waking up in a beach house in Angola. Definitely.
Okay, beach house. Yeah.
If I could wake up anywhere, I'm not gonna lie. If I could wake up anywhere, I'm waking up next to Alice T. Cora Rutledge. Bring my grandma back. Let me wake up next to sis. I don't even care. That's what. Yeah, I know.
Anywhere possible.
You will wake up next to her. She wouldn't wake up next to you. You would wake up next to her. Just trying to take herself off the game.
Pretty much. Okay, well, what about somewhere plausible?
Tangible. Living.
Possible.
Wake up rolling over on some peen?
Where in the world, Crystal?
On some peen in Madrid. Dang. I don't care where it's at. I could wake up on some peen. Like, I just would like to wake up on that. That's what we're doing. Where in the world would I like to wake up on top?
Okay, Carmen Sandiego. All right, moving on.
You know what's wild? Just as a side note, since this quarantine has been going on and I've been actually, like, no bullshit aside, working on, like, legit emotional shit and healing traumas and shit, I haven't had any interest in sex whatsoever. Like, it's like, that shit is a distraction and it gets in the way of a lot of the realities of situations.
I can agree.
It also gives you a false sense of security and a false sense of fulfillment.
And like,
because you could fill your bed with people to make you feel like you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You could just be fucking with enough people to make you feel like you got boyfriend and girlfriend shit happening. You know what I'm saying? Or girlfriend and girlfriend shit happening because
you're just in a situation.
Yeah, and I agree on that. Even in, like, I think there was a point to where I was just like on edge, but now I'm kind of just like, you know what? Okay, even if I joke about it, it's okay when it happens. It'll happen. I mean, that poor sap, but
this is more of a long-term thing for me personally, just because I'm at the point in my life where relationships and shit like that are no longer at the forefront. Like, I'm trying to get me out there. I'm trying to get this money, and I'm trying to enjoy the fuck out of my life. Am I gonna be one of those people that's like, oh no, like, if it come around, but like my focus is somewhere else. Therefore, it's like, this shit pointless. Niggas be handing out weak dick. Bitches be acting a fool with they shit. Like, I don't really want to do all that. Like, what's the point?
Niggas like, do you like chicken nuggets? Do you?
No.
At me next time. At me next time.
Like, oh no, Brittany, how you gonna not go past 15%? Because you're not about to be handing out 5-star pussy and a motherfucking putt. Like, get the fuck out of no.
In a putt. Nope, I'm not.
She's in a Wendy's lobby.
No. This nigga Metro Geo dick, and I'm gonna be throwing Ferrari pussy. No, man. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Geo thick, and I'm be throwing Ferrari pussy.
We get dick in this horrible head game. Like, boy, I'm about
that
to be
nigga
late.
spitting. That nigga spitting. What's the next question? Because I'm not going down there.
That was the end of my question.
Okay, let's move on to my question. So, question: would you like to go back to your normal habits once outside open back up? No.
I'm doing my normal habits.
I'm about to say you are doing your normal habits. Yeah, I have, and I've changed a lot of things in the midst of this, closing of the outdoors because we've had nothing but time. So yeah, it's a lot of things. No, shit is going to change. I'm actually good. So I was saying like everybody has not had a negative experience because of this. I mean, there are people that lost loved ones, and and it has affected them just tremendously. But time wise and having to like be stuck with yourself, I've benefited from it like a lot. Like being stuck with you and your own thoughts when you are ready and you are willing to make progress if you see something that you need to change is a major thing. And I've seen it as a blessing because I've been able to sit still and not worry about having to be somewhere and do so much other stuff and everything but work and back here and then back to work and then back here again. So switch the game up.
Even if you aren't ready, I feel like a lot of people weren't emotionally, spiritually, or mentally ready to be told to stay home. Like the freedom was taken from them. Like it's one thing to have the opportunity to leave your house and go places and to tell your friends or your family members, no, I don't think I'm going to make it. But you don't have that I'm not going to make it freedom. You can't make it because nigga, there's nothing to go to.
Yeah, I probably ain't gonna have time to pull up. Where the fuck you?
I'm sorry. I gotta clean the radiators.
You gotta go to the bathroom, nigga. 'Cause that's as far as you going. The fuck? You got to go to the porch. You gotta go to the kitchen, head ass.
But that freedom not being there, I feel like a lot of people are going to end up with like an energy shift. So going back to what normal was isn't going to be necessary socially, because I feel like a lot of people were on some, and I know that we revisit this every week, they were on some fake social shit.
Oh, so hopefully, I feel like it's going to be more real social interactions now. They're going to be like, all right, look.
I hope so.
Niggas going to be like, guess what I realized during Rona Gate 2020? I don't fuck with you. So it's about to for real change up. So I think in that same kind of thing, somebody asked.
I don't think that there's nothing for me to go back to. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no habit for me to go back to. Honestly, it's like ways of living possibly, but for the most part, no, because it's like everything that I'm doing now that I've had the time to do it, I want to continue to do. So I want to continue to do more of the things that I actually like doing and not the stuff that I feel obligated to do.
Yeah, I get that too. So speaking of Ronagate 2020, how are you killing time stuck in the house? How are you killing time bored in the house and you in the house bored in the house and you in the house bored?
Shout out to Curtis Roach. I've been sleeping a lot and dreaming about a lot of wild shit. I feel like everybody's dreams have gotten loopy to a certain point because, like, even surfing social media and watching people say, "Oh, well, is anybody else dreaming about? Is anybody else da da da?" We have a shared consciousness, so us not being social at the same time, I guess one thing for you, like I said, for you to be the person that's like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, and you're off on your own level of consciousness. But I feel like a lot of people have sat down to the point where they have to address things that were in their subconscious, and we're all dreaming about things that we either haven't tackled or have still a desire to tackle. So sleep, creating, eating so much. I cook once a day and cook a meal that should have been calorie wise spread out through the day. But
did you make shrimp tacos today? Just wondering.
I didn't make my
No. And I'm real quick question. Had you made shrimp tacos, just to say, would you have been generous enough to, I don't know, maybe probably, especially if you were out, okay? Would you have been generous enough to, like, I don't know, take a little soup past my house and possibly drop some off on the porch, hang it on the doorknob, give it to my kids? And
I am sorry.
Just, hey, this is a general question.
I'm not doing this with her, okay?
I'm just asking. Because,
I'm not doing this with her. Yes, I cook. I made shrimp tacos with a homemade slaw and guacamole, and okay, I lied to everybody. Yes, I'm a very good cook. I made
a homemade sauce head ass, but didn't say.
So y'all will cook for me. I'm a fucking liar. Okay.
Guess who's gonna be hungry as fuck next time they come over here?
Oh, because I'm spoiled and I don't want to have to work. Cooking takes the joy out of it for me. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you want to do it.
Odie, let me know what you want when the outside open back up. Let me know what meal you want. Okay.
I got the list in my head right
Okay,
now.
cool. Because you're going to be eating good, apparently.
I'm not about to let you do that.
I thought she was calling out one of the followers, one of the viewers. Oh, she's calling out one of the hoes.
Because I cooked today.
Odie made shrimp tacos.
Yeah. Yes. Wait. No. You didn't hear it. I made tacos with homemade sauce.
I heard that part.
Sauce. The sauce was homemade. Head ass. Why would you even say anything about it? A bitch work all day. I'm sitting up there down the goddamn jail working. Okay? I can't even fucking come home to a home cooked meal. Bitch, you fired.
All I'm saying is I wasn't driving.
You said what?
My car is going to the shop tomorrow.
Beautiful.
So the next time I make a meal, I will do porch drive-bys and drop-offs.
You didn't even have to drop nothing.
So that I won't get abused for feeding myself.
No. The whip in the driveway. I could have came to you. This is reverse DoorDash.
Listen, hey, guess who didn't even get that point of an invitation either? It wasn't even. Ooh, I made shrimp tacos. I think I have someone very close to me that's a fucking pescatarian, and that's all they eat is seafood. And I even made homemade sauce, which was made with love and happiness. Let me share. I guess your fucking love language ain't gifts. You ain't giving nobody shit. But anyway, so
my love language is acts of service.
Is it?
Kitchen cooking. I ain't like Krys. You made ravioli last night. You didn't bring me any. Like, nah, nigga, we doing the Ronas. Now, had you been over my house today, would you have sat hungry? Absolutely not. Your belly would have been full. But bitch, I'm not about to be like, hey, Krys, did you eat today? I'm about to bring you some of these shrimp tacos.
You right. Hey, Odie, let it go on record. You right.
No, she legit treating us like one of these niggas.
Where's one of these niggas? Oh, I ain't gonna feed you every motherfucking time. I ain't gonna feed you every goddamn time you're hungry. You better learn how to feed yourself. Boy, do I not feel like somewhere in life I've had the same conversation with a nigga.
I'm not about to be. Come on now, you're not about to use me as your food, nigga. No, you're not. You're not gonna turn me into food, nigga.
Excuse me?
Apparently not. Anywho, did you tell how you was spending your time while you been indoors?
While I've been indoors, I've been spending my time honestly healing myself, working through some grief and traumas, and implementing real action plans for my future. Like working on all of the things and surrounding music that I actually care about, actually executing those things.
Good shit.
Building a schedule and a lifestyle that I can live with and stick to.
And not cooking for these niggas.
Not cooking for these niggas. But wait a minute, hold up. The thing is, I wouldn't have no fucking body to cook for anyway, because this roster is at y'all is my niggas. Y'all. Then niggas.
So you ain't cooking for these. You right. So you still not cooking for these niggas.
For these niggas
at all. At all. She said what she said, apparently. She not cooking for these niggas. So I have honestly, one thing about me, I'm not big on watching TV or any shows or any of that stuff. Like I said, I am like the podcast queen, not as in I'm the podcast queen, but I listened to podcasts for years and years before podcasting was cool. I'm an NPR fan, you know. Yes, what? Look.
NPR, show old ass. That's your man's. That's your man.
That's your man's. Don't try to.
Not my man.
Y'all don't like Wait, Don't Tell Me?
Listen, you take Dewey Decimal. Look at
So y'all don't like Wait, Don't Tell Me?
Dewey Decimal.
Y'all don't listen to the NPR News Hour? Nobody listen to the NPR News Hour. Ask me another. Oh, but y'all on Tiny Desk head asses now. I was listening to Tiny Desk 10 years ago.
I fuck with any NPR.
Tiny Desk been around 10 years ago. I was listening to Tiny Desk.
Okay, bless you.
But you were still listening to their boring ass newscast while you.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Anywho,
listening to CNN.
Ew.
I never want NPR because that'll taint Tiny Desk for me.
Ew. But so I actually in this time I've actually watched movies, which is something I don't do. I've actually watched more movies than sad to admit, but I watched more movies in this time than I watched all of last year. I had to realize that. I watched 4 movies in these weeks of Ronagate. But yeah, I got back on Twitter for a quick. I'm actually still kind of. I don't even know why I'm back on Twitter. Don't even ask me. I don't know.
I'll take that.
I'm definitely not on social media. Like, you see my Instagram little green light lit up, but that's because I'm in the group chat with y'all. That's it. Like, I don't post. I just do shit by happenstance. I don't care nothing about social media in this time. And it's just...
I've had to use a day for sure to where it's a no media day. So I can kind of like... And honestly, this is, and to be perfectly honest, and this is me just being completely 100 real, even if you do it one day out of the week, purposely set a day to where you're not looking on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat, none of that stuff. And watch how it really changes, because we're so oversaturated with so much stuff and so much media and everything, whatever, that we don't even realize it until we step away from it. Just like we didn't realize, it's just like we didn't realize how much we were on the go until we couldn't be on the go. It's the same type of thing. So take a day to just say, you know what? Unless on that day, the only way, like if I'm in, because we have a group chat, so I'll answer stuff in their group chat, but I literally open up Instagram, look in our group chat, get right back out. I don't touch anything. And I spend the day, like, I'll purposely meditate a little bit longer that day. And it really makes a difference, because it gives you that flipping break, because sometimes you get fed so much stuff and everything, whatever, and then you just need to breathe for a second. But yes, take a day out of your week and just be like, no. But so yeah, but that's what I've been mediating on all different types of mediating. It's a word. Yes, mediating. Yes.
Yeah, I've just been chilling. Like, I'm trying to cultivate a real life, so I'm not busy watching other people live their life or create one or a curated one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to live this shit. Like, I love horses and horseback riding. Like, I really want to actually go horseback riding when this is over. I don't want to think about the fact that I love horses and darn, that would be nice. Like, no,
and not doing it, man. So getting into a little bit thicker questions. What does love look like in 2020? As far as relationships go, what does a loving relationship look like in 2020?
Send me tacos.
Love does look like sending me tacos.
You not talking
are we in the silent treat? Oh, no? Are we in?
No, wait for me to answer?
Yeah, we answered. I don't think she heard us. Recap. What does love look like to you, Odie?
What should I know?
Send me tacos.
Okay, and that was her what love looked like. And my love looks like, getting me tacos. Okay, and your love looks like?
This is a reciprocal love here. What do you need from us?
Okay, that's what y'all was saying.
I'm gonna jump off the fucking top, bro. I can't.
Asking me personally what love look like in 2020, and I have no fucking idea.
And that's fair.
Love from y'all. If we're not talking about romantic love, we're talking about love from y'all. Love in 2020 looks like y'all niggas cooking for me 3 times a week.
You can get the fuck on with that. What is love? Bitch, you ain't getting food. Bitch, you ain't getting food no more.
Yeah.
God damn.
Look from y'all in 2020 really looks like y'all rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Continuing to rock with me, and as we go on these steps, like go the fuck with me. You know?
For sure, for sure. So we got one more question here, and I think we're gonna dive into this one a little bit deeper. So,
A little deeper.
oh, this is gonna be deep. So,
I don't want to.
oh, it's deep.
Already.
How do we fix procrastination in the Black community?
All right, I'm gonna head out.
No, I'm gone. Listen. All right, let me up there. My cousin calling me or something. I don't know. Oh, did she like? Get your man. She said, whoo shit, whoo shit. She said, whoo. She said, whoo.
Fierce. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So, Black community and stuff. Child of ghetto, number one. The ghetto. Number two, I think let's just say that couple of things. We fix procrastination. Number one, we start with being honest with ourselves. Why we're procrastinating? Is there a motivation behind the procrastination? What's the deeper reason that you're procrastinating? You have to ask yourself, because honestly, I don't feel like all procrastination is bad, because there may be something in your spirit that has you procrastinate against something that you don't need to do in the first place. So you have to ask yourself. Everybody don't want to dig that deep. Everybody just like, I'm being lazy about it and I need to just do it. Sometimes you got to sit there and be like,
At a more level, you have to even assess that you're procrastinating.
That right. You might not even procrastinate. You may not even be procrastinating. You may just be waiting on. There are some things that, put it this way, the wait is never wasted. Yes, you can be doing stuff in the midst of, but sometimes there are definitely times where you need to just sit your ass down. I don't know, like look what's going on right now, and just say, all right, why am I feeling this? Why is this? Why am I procrastinating? Or what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? But so once you get that, and if you do truly feel like, all right, it's a procrastination thing, I feel like that, especially in the Black community, this is something that we don't really do often. We do it. I feel like we do it well within our group, and the three of us, but we need to hold each other accountable. Get off your ass, all right, Odie, get off your ass and get the painting. Nikki, you already know you gotta go practice. Get the fuck up and go practice. We have gotten on each other like, no, get up and go do this. So especially, then that's where that community sense comes in, because it's like, so often we like, well, she ain't doing it, that's on them, this isn't that and everything, whatever. But if it's somebody that's your brother, your sister, your best friend and everything, somebody you love, hold their ass, hey, look, nah, you know what? We gonna walk through this together. What I always tell y'all, hey, if you gonna sit in the mud in this motherfucker, I'm sitting right next to you in the mud. But I'm sitting right next to you, and we not gonna sit here in this mud forever. Come on, get the fuck up, let's go. I give you, all right, you good, and you had to, let's go. I'm not just gonna sit there like, well, she in her I'm just gonna let her sit there. Fuck no, because that is really, honestly, for me, I take that as a way of loving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to, if you're holding me accountable, if I'm holding you accountable and everything, whatever, that's the type of love. That's a form of love, because I don't want you to fail. I'm not gonna sit there and watch y'all fail. I'll be damned. We know. I'll be damned. I'm not gonna sit there and watch y'all fail. So that's my 2 cents on that, on the procrastination station. So.
I'm gonna have to go here with it first. You wanna go?
Yeah.
It's not exclusive to Black people, and I know that this question wasn't meant to say so.
No, I verified it. That's what it was. I mean, no, yeah, you're right. It's not exclusive to it.
That's not what it was meant to say. No. I know that's not the case. But I think Black people have a kind of universal response and or obstacle that sometimes causes procrastination. And that is that we are afraid of how good we are at things before someone tells us how to be good at them. What I mean by that is the world tells us things like, you need to learn that. You need to go to a school to get that information. In order to qualify as a person who understands and is an expert at this thing, you need to have studied it, you needed to have been tested by it, and someone needs to hand you a piece of paper to validate you, right? And a lot of Black people have talents, gifts, and understandings of systems and inner workings, no matter what they are. And based on their lack of or levels of education, they feel themselves inferior to people who may have studied it, right? That's not to say that a person who has natural gifts and talents doesn't have things that they can learn from formal education. Anybody can learn from formal education, but the invalidation of your goodness in a space because of your lack of education is a stigma that we have to break within ourselves. We can't sit in a room and say, I'm not as good as this person because I didn't take the path of this person, or I didn't study like this person, or I didn't have the advantage of this person, or this person got to learn in the church and I didn't, or this person reads music and I can't, but I can play all the notes, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And that causes us to shrink. A lot of is what I've noticed. A lot. It's something that I can say I've seen a lot culturally for us personally. We have these gifts. We have these abilities. We don't believe in ourselves. Everybody believes in us except for us.
That's that.
And we are in a situation where we're all really good at a lot of these things. So we look at each other and be like, I'm not good enough because I don't do it like that. You know what I mean? That's something that I've seen within our culture of people in particular, because we are kind of prone to being naturally gifted at a lot of things before we have formal trainings about them.
That's true. What were you getting ready to say, Odie?
Do you think that people actually find value in what we possess before we do?
Yes, absolutely. How do you think that people were able to plunder all of our things in industries? Because for us, it's normalcy, right? These things, these gifts, TT singing at church, like that's the normal shit that we do. Everybody does.
Yes, she said. Yes, she said TT singing at church.
Come on, bro. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we all good or all different levels of this good, you know what I'm saying? Like this is normal stuff to us, and then somebody came in and was like, "Damn."
That's
you know
she's spitting. TT spitting.
Right. And then came the rules, but one of those rules became eventually this need for education, because people who are not naturally gifted to do something, they can still do it. They just have to go learn how to do it, right? And they got to practice for 6 hours a day, and they got to do everything they can to get it right. And that's not saying that,
No, that's what I'm saying though. I feel like a lot of other ethnic groups value what our natural gifts and talents are, but they don't. They then put stipulations behind us in society because we naturally have the potential to do certain things. But to level the playing field for everybody else, not to say that any other ethnic group is beneath Black people, but we naturally create shit. We naturally do shit. We naturally have a lot of talents and gifts and things that we might not have the paper to back, but work out, create out, form you.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the paper that says that I can, but you might have a paper so that someone will actually take you more seriously. So I feel like a lot of people in society do value our gifts and talents, but then they spin it to say, okay, well, yeah, you're a great singer, you're a great dancer, you're a great, you might even be a great architect. And you can draft out your ass, but do you have that paper though?
Do you have that paper? Yeah,
and
that's
because his nephew got that position over the other person.
Well, yeah,
all the rest of the racial stigmas and whatever. But
yeah, that's what I was saying about us as a group of people. Like, we don't need that, and they have created those barriers that make us feel like because we don't need that, and some of us may not have access to those things, but we can still do these things, that we're less than in our talent. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have that. So, like, that's what I'm saying. I agree with your point that they create those educational barriers. So what I'm saying is, for us as a group, we procrastinate on ourselves because, like, okay, for example, I have an art friend who makes movies, right? Didn't go to NYU Film School, didn't go to Juilliard or whatever the case may be, right? To these top places where you can't, like, there's no doubt that you can learn skills from these places, right?
Right.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about the value that they bring, especially to a naturally talented person. But point being, person did not go to that and internally then felt like, I'm not a good filmmaker. But what you mean? Your stories are amazing.
You still do, and that because that, yeah.
When you make something, it's something that I want to watch. That's what equals a good fucking movie.
That's true.
Do people fucking want to watch it, and do they enjoy it when they do? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about us, because he didn't do that, and I noticed that with a lot of us, just Black people in general. Oh, I know how to cook, but I didn't go to culinary school, so I'm not as good. It's like my restaurant is a mom and pop shop. Instead of you saying, no, it's not. This is gourmet, this type of food. Yeah. This is what I make. But I didn't study under Michelin star chef, whomever. That doesn't make it in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we got a hot 1 minute before Zoom cuts us off again. We are going to come back one more time. I know Zoom is tripping. So
let's not do that. Let's just end it here, because
it's a lot. So
it's like,
before we do our ending sentiments, we'd like to shout out our artist highlight of the week. Phenomenal photographer. And
that's the drum roll. That's the best I can do for a drum roll.
AMT Visuals on Instagram. Everything will be posted on the P3 page, as well as our 3 Art Heauxs page once the week cycles again. So definitely go check out at AMT Visuals.
Amazing photographer, amazing. So y'all, again, we will catch y'all next week. We're gonna do it real quick. So stupid. All right, y'all. That was the thing. We have definitely been to 3 Art Heauxs. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.